Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hidayah binti Muhammad Fauzi. We explain about introduction and conclusion to accident construction case.
My name is Muhammad Amin Daniel and I will explain about case elaboration to construction accident.
I am Sharifah Nuri Afika and I will explain about possible cause of construction accident case.
My name is Raya Wahida binti Fazil and I will explain about corrective and preventive measures.
In fact, the construction industry employs millions of people. Furthermore, heavy machinery, scaffolding, and a variety of dangerous power tools may be used by construction workers. Construction workers are exposed to a wide range of scenarios and elements. Nonetheless, accidents sometimes happen, even while there are government rules in place to assist guarantee that construction work conditions are safe for personnel. Falls, electrocution, carbon monoxide asphyxiation, impacts from steel and wood beams or other items, overexertion from lifting, chemical and asbestos exposure, and heavy equipment incidents are just a few of the potential causes of injury or death. For this case study, we will focus on falls from height construction accident. Falls from height are the most common cause of construction site injuries and death. According to the journal Health and Safety International, it is the number one construction killer in any country. Construction sites are particularly exposed to this danger. Other companies and workplaces have considerable fall and high injury incidents due to workplace slips and falls, while some organizations and office sites have a lower risk of serious harm than others. The risk of injury must be considered. Employers who are responsible will analyze the risk of falling from a height and evaluate methods to reduce the risk of falling from a height.
Case elaboration of construction accident. As a result, construction safety continues to be a problem and a challenge for researchers and practitioners. As a result of the construction industry's poor safety performance in Malaysia, both society and the economy have incurred human and financial losses. Furthermore, in this construction accident case, we will examine at the location that was chosen as a case study. The incident, for example, occurred in Kangapalis. According to the article, on Monday, a Bangladesh worker was died after falling from a height of only 7.3 meters while working on a water tank at a construction site in Bukit Cabang, September 2. The victim was securing a former pillar during the 4:45 p.m. incident, according to the Police Department of Occupational Safety and Health, DOSH, on Wednesday, September 4. The 34-year-old was then transferred to the Tuanku Fauzi Hospital, where he died at 6 p.m. the same day. DOSH said an investigation was underway at the site, and 2 notices had been issued under Section 15(1) of the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994 and Regulation 9 of the Occupational Safety and Health Regulations 2004 to stop work on the such height levels. Should a violation of the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994 be found in this case, DOSH stated that it would not hesitate to pursue legal action. Next, the statistics on construction sites accidents show that Malaysia's construction industry is one of the most critical sectors that required a major and immediate revamp of current site safety practices. According to the Malaysian Department of Occupational Safety and Health, DOSH, the construction industry had the highest number of fatalities in occupational accidents during January to April 2021.
In this case study report, they may several possible causes of the fall hazard incident, which may be improper scaffolding, not wearing fall protection, unsafe ladder, and weather condition. The first possible causes of fall hazard incident is improper scaffold construction. In construction site, scaffolds are not usually proper constructed. The factor of this improper scaffold is side or wall opening that are not protected. When the side of a scaffold are not proper guided, employees who come too close to the edge are unprotected. Besides, the factor of improper scaffold is steel rebar that has not been guarded. When the rebar is not properly kept or is not covered at all, the protruding edge might cause serious hazard to employees. Clothing can snag and employees might trip or lose balance while attempting to avoid the protrusion and then causing them to fall off the scaffold. Moreover, the factor of improper scaffold is unsafe brace and connector. When the scaffolding connector are not secured firmly or properly, the scaffold stability is jeopardized. A shaky scaffold has the potential to cause workers to lose their balance and fall, or the scaffolding own to collapse. Besides, other possible causes of fall hazard is the worker not wearing fall protection. Fall protection is the most effective method of preventing accident when working at height. Many workers believe harness obstruct their ability to work. When operating at a height, a harness should always be worn, no matter how uncomfortable it is. Fall safety harness are essential in the industrial and construction industry when the construction job over 6 feet. It is important to not only wear the fall protection, but also to use it in a proper way. If the worker does not connect the line to a secure anchor point, the harness will not function to protect them from injury. Furthermore, the possible causes of fall hazard is unsafe ladder. According to BLS data, fall from ladder cause around 100 fatalities annually. Ladder slip from top or bottom, overreaching, sleeping on rank, faulty equipment, and inappropriate ladder selection for a specific activity are all factors that lead to ladder fall. One of the most common OSHA ladder violation is failing to secure a portable ladder or allowing it to extend 3 feet over the landing before employees utilize it to reach an additional level. And lastly, the possible causes of fall hazard is weather condition. All work activity at height risk assessment must consider the probability of inclement weather and its effect on the safety of the worker. Heavy rain or even light rain can raise the potential of slip and fall. Rain can also cause a worker visibility to be reduced, which can lead to a fall when the person is operating in a limited area such as a scaffolding area. Meanwhile, high wind weather condition can cause loose coupling on scaffold to shake, causing the worker to lose balance or bodily support and thus leading in a fall from a great height.
According to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, construction workers account for 1 out of every 5 workplace fatalities, especially fall from heavy construction accidents. Workplace safety rules should be taught to every employee and management. Part of it is knowledge with the potential risks that may arise on their job locations. Therefore, here are some specific methods construction employers and employees may prevent an accident on the workplace. Number 1. Recognize the hazard and make a plan. Before beginning any project, the site should be examined for any unexpected hazard. A risk assessment can help to protect the health and safety of workers. Following the completion of the risk assessment, a list of preventative actions should be developed and implemented. It is essential to ensure that all employees receive adequate knowledge, education, and training. When working from height, employees must plan projects to guarantee that the task is done safely without any accident. Begin by determining how the project will be done, what tasks will be required, and what safety equipment will be required to execute each job. When estimating the cost of a project, companies should consider safety equipment and plan to have all essential equipment and tools readily available at the construction site. For example, in a roofing project, employers should consider all the potential fall risks, such as hole or skylight and leading edges, and then plan and choose fall protection appropriate for the task, such as personal fall arrest system. Number 2, provide the right equipment. In the construction industry, falls are the major cause of death. It is critical that workers are safeguarded from fall on the job. Construction workers can be protected by installing fall prevention devices. This system should include guardrail, toe board, screen, canopy structures, and nets. Workers who are working at 6 feet or more above lower level are at danger of serious injury or death if they fall. Employers must provide fall protection and the appropriate equipment for the task, such as ladder, scaffolds, and safety gear to protect these workers. Scaffolding can help avoid falls, but it must be created correctly to ensure that it is strong enough to support the desired weight load. Scaffolding must be examined on a regular basis once it has been installed. To complete the task safely, use the appropriate ladder or scaffold. If employees are using personal fall arrest system on the roof, supply a harness for each worker who has to tie off to the ankle. Ensure that the BFAS fits properly and so it is used safely on a frequent basis. Number 3, provide safety training for all employees. Employers should send their employees to CIDB courses and training that include hazard identification, risk assessment, and risk control for effective training to minimize fall hazard. Training is essential for all employees, especially new employees. Moreover, CIDB courses also has provided program that consists of Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, OSHA 94, housekeeping and cleanliness, roof work, working at height, and personal protective equipment. Furthermore, CIDB training can raise workers' awareness of fall dangers and equip them with safety information. Number 4, always utilize safety gear. Accidents happen on construction sites despite the fact that safety precautions are in place. It is critical to wear safety equipment, personal protection equipment, hard helmets, steel-toed boots, hearing protection, eye protection, and harnesses are all standard safety equipment on most construction sites. Masks and gloves may also be required in some situations. In addition, maintaining a clean and debris-free work environment reduces the risk of construction worker injuries and help to prevent worksite mishap, including slips, trips, and falls, especially when working at height. When a work is completed, employees should put their tools and supplies away to avoid mishap, such as slips, falls. Walkways should be kept clean of debris. Number 5, workplace inspection. Any project should begin with a thorough inspection of the location for any unexpected dangers. A risk assessment can help to ensure that workers' health and safety are not jeopardized. Fall hazards can be reduced by conducting weekly workplace inspections, creating a checklist that includes employees, materials, the environment, and management on site. Then, informing affected workers about the results of the checklist, and lastly, prepare a list of preventative actions. Weekly workplace inspections might assist keep the site in perfect condition and free from hazards that could cause falls. Any issues may be discovered quickly and steps can be made to prevent falls from occurring by conducting a weekly workplace inspection.
In the nutshell, the unexpected An uncontrolled construction accident occurs when the action or effect of an object, substance, person, or radiation creates or enhances the danger of personal injury, no matter how cautious people are. In addition, fall from height is one of common types of accidents occurring at the sites are focused in this case study. Working 4 feet or higher off the ground increase the risk of workers falling, and anything that can cause them to lose their balance and fall is a hazard. Additionally, the major causes of this accident might be improper scaffold construction, not wearing fall protection, unsafe ladder, and including weather condition. Therefore, the considerable hazards to construction worker safety and impact on socio-economic loss have made accident prevention a priority for improving construction management practice. So, the specific corrective and preventive measures to decrease the construction accidents are recognize the hazards and make a plan, provide the right equipment, provide safety training for all employees, and workplace inspection. These are essential strategies to mitigate accident rate in construction sites. To conclude, construction projects are created through a risky, complicated, and time-consuming procedure. Cost, time, reliability, and safety are all critical aspects of every project. This case study examines the causes of an accident caused by a fall from height. The safety of employees involved in construction projects on site should be a top priority for all organizations and individuals involved in construction works. Finally, understanding the reasons of accidents that occur when people fall from a height would exist to prevent dangers and enhance overall safety on construction sites. That's all from us. Thank you.